Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. Also welcome if this happens to be the first video of mine you're stumbling across. I feel a bit nervous to like impress you. It's like one of those things where you meet up with a friend for the first time and you're like a bit nervous because you're like, I really want them to like me. That's how I feel if like anyone's watching my video for the first time. Anyway, I thought I would pick up my camera because I want to vlog this week. I said that as if I don't vlog every single week of my life. I'm just about to make my strawberry protein strawberry matcha. Strawberry matcha, but it's got protein in it. I've got my little matcha bowl and whisk. Matcha, this one's just from T2. Warm water, hot water. I think you're supposed to use warm water, but I usually just boil up the jug. I've got a few things that I want to do in this vlog. I feel like the last few weeks have been quite busy. Definitely like a good busy, but a busy where I haven't done little things like I haven't done a whole lot of reading. I haven't been scrapbooking. I don't think I've scrapbooked in like probably getting close to 2 months now. And I miss just doing all my little like crafty bits. Just like my little homey, I suppose, hobbies. Just kind of like all the little fun hobbies that I like to do. I just haven't really been making time for them, so that's kind of what I want to do over this weekend. So I just put some strawberry jam at the bottom of my cup. Add a dash of almond milk to the matcha and then give it another little whisk. And then I just put some strawberry protein powder and then some almond milk into a little shaker and then just mix it. I always feel like a gym bro doing this. Fill the cup with ice. I use this over the sink, so and this is the best part. I hope you can see it. Whoa. Was that so satisfying? I hope it was. I haven't made this in a few days and I really missed it. I feel like it's like extra good when you haven't had it in a few days. It's just, strawberry jam on the bottom really does. It makes it taste like cafe level. Like it's the difference between making it taste like a homemade matcha and then a cafe matcha. It's just so good. The bathroom, it has no window, so it has no natural light. Whenever I do my makeup in here, it turns out so dodgy. It always looks like muddy looking because I've done it in this lighting and it looks so good. And then I step out into natural lighting and I'm like, oh, I showed this a couple weeks ago. I've had it for probably about a month now and it literally is like my pride and joy. Look how cute it is. It's little bees. My Nolly Parts coated deodorant. Yeah, if you've been around my channel for a while, just watching my videos, you've definitely heard me talk about wild deodorant before. I'm not sure if I had my other one here. Oh yeah. These are like their classic cases, the customizable ones that I've again used for a long time, but these are so cute. I love them. They're so much more sustainable and better for the environment than just buying like single-use deodorants because you just keep your case and then you swap out your deodorant. And I've collected them because you can get them in a subscription. They literally have a little collection. So as soon as I run out of the one that I've currently got in, I've got a selection here waiting for me. One of my forever favorite scents is the, what's it called? Fresh cotton and sea salt. It's just a classic. It smells so fresh. It smells like you've just literally stepped out of a washing machine. I also do love coconut and vanilla. That was one of my OG favorites. But what I've got in now, and I have one more of these, and I think this may be my top favorite. When I first wore it out, Sam literally was like, did you like get a new perfume or something? Did you put a new perfume on? I was like, I literally didn't. It's just my deodorant. It is the honey and cactus flower. It's so good. It actually like, it lasts so well. I smell it on myself all throughout the day. Workout class or just like sweating, anything. I feel like a lot of people's kind of like qualm with natural deodorants is that they don't work or they don't last or smell good. Okay, I promise you'll be smelling good. I never ever smell when I have this on. They don't include any like harsh chemicals or parabens or sulfates or anything like that. And then also all of the infills are compostable. And then they also offer subscription based, so you can just get your little refills to your doorstep. You don't even have to leave your house. And I also have a discount code as well, which is Sophie Miller, I believe, but I'll pop up on the screen and link it in the description box if you wanted to shop. And that'll get you 20% off the whole website. They have so many good products, not only the deodorant, but I think this one is my favorite. But they're about to come out with lip balms. So if there's one thing the girlies love, it's their lip balm. The code won't last super long, so definitely jump on it soon. And also if you want this case, because this case is almost sold out and it's so cute and everyone needs it. We all need to have matching deodorant cases. Okay, I'm heading over to G's house because she's a busy girl. She's about to go away again. It's so rude and selfish, but I want to spend time with her. So I'm just gonna go over to her house and hang out with her while she packs and does all her errand events before she has to leave, because I just want to spend time with her.
I was wearing a hat all day. I like it when you have the hair tucked and then the hat sits above, like it's not pushing your ears out. Yes. This is perfect.
Yes, it is. I agree with that.
It's so big.
Oh no.
So I have to. Oh no.
Oh no.
I have to have it out, which is like fine, but I hate.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
I'm so sad because it's so cool.
It is so cool, especially with that outfit. Oh, this is a beautiful.
This is your seat. It's about to die.
Oh.
I hope that's mine. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. It's very clean compared to mine.
Oh,
oh my favorites. Oh.
Whoa, we just
oh.
I told them
I was coming over just to hang because I wanted to see you even though you were packing. I've done a lot of help.
Here we are. Listen.
Good morning, it's 6 a.m. I'm going to the beach with the girls to watch the sunrise and go for a walk, and I'm so excited. I didn't sleep very good because I was waiting for my alarm the whole night. The beginning of the sunrise looks beautiful, so I think I should get there just as the sun is rising over the water. It's a beautiful day, like the weather could not be better. Look at it. Do you want to give a time check? Yeah, okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let me just... Okay. I was awful at picking up my camera today. I was. But I have good reason. That was giving I have purse. As you did see, I went to the beach for a sunrise walk with the girls, and then that turned into getting matcha and breakfast, which turned into like a 3 or 4 hour chat. And then I actually went to my wedding venue, so we're having an open day where they set everything up so you can have a look at all of the tablescapes and the chairs and florals and everything. See everything set up. So I went to that just to kind of like get a bit of a look. I took a bunch of photos. I took a bunch of like business cards, which is crazy. It was crazy because there was like live music happening and yeah, everything was set up, and so it really felt like a wedding. And today was the most beautiful weather, and I'm like, please, this is me manifesting right now that our wedding date has that weather. Because the first time we went to the wedding venue, it was kind of overcast. It was like semi on and off raining, and it was beautiful. We still loved it. But then the second time we went, it was like, I would say 8 out of 10 weather, like a beautiful day. Still some clouds, that kind of thing. But today was like crystal clear blue sky, the most beautiful weather, and seeing everything set up just made it feel so real. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like it feels like there's a wedding today, and I can't believe this is where I'll be getting married. Anyway, I've been in these clothes all day because I did not plan for the walk to turn into a full day thing. I just got home from another walk to the boys for a little sunset walk, but I want to have a bit of a reset night. I want to have a reset night and then tomorrow a bit too, because we're actually going away next week for my birthday trip, which I'm very, very excited about. You know how there's just like a few things before the holiday that you just kind of never thought of like organized. So I want to spend the next few days doing that. I have had my hair in a hair mask all day, which is going to feel so good. I was just planning, again, just having it in for the morning. And now it's been all day, so I'm going to get in the shower and wash my hair. I also got new PJs the other day because Peter Alexander were having like a 50% off sale. I was like, let me just look at the website because I love Peter Alexander. I really do. These are the PJs I got. Lane bought these for Rach for her birthday, and I was with her when she bought them, and I was like, these are the softest PJs I've quite literally ever felt in my life, and the cutest PJs I've ever felt in my entire life. They are on the expensive side, and so when they're only having like a 50 or 60% off sale, I was like, yeah, I will be checking out. This is them. This is so cute. It's Peter Rabbit, and I can't actually describe to you how soft these are. And then we also have long pants as well. Oh my god. I also just baked another batch of my apple crumble. If you saw last week's vlog, I'm very much obsessed with apple crumble recently. I've always loved it, and I always knew I have a recipe for it, but I've just been reminded of how good it is, and because it's cold weather, it's just so cozy. So the apartment smells amazing. I've got freshly baked apple crumble ready to eat for dessert. I'm gonna wash my hair, do my skincare, and then get into fresh PJs. And then I'll put a shawl on, and it's just going to be perfect. It's actually everything I want. Also, look at what the PJs come in. It's a little book, like a Peter Rabbit book. The cutest thing I've ever seen. I also want to start a new book tonight. So I finished The Crimson Moth, which was our book club book in May. So I thought after I've showered and feel fresh in my new PJs, we can pick a book together and I can start a new book. I'm personally very excited. And then I have Pilates booked for the morning. And I've been loving our Sunday morning Pilates. It's just like the nicest way to start the day, and then maybe get a matcha afterwards, and then come home and just reset for the week. So I'm feeling good. I also just had the best morning and day with the girls. I love my friends so much. I've always craved these friendships that I have now, and it just makes me so happy every single day when we hang out, just chatting about literally everything. I love being a girl, and I love being in girl friendships, especially when they're not toxic, they're just easy. I'm just feeling really grateful for all of my friends right now. Anyway, I'm procrastinating having a shower. I'm gonna have a shower, get all fresh, get into fresh, cozy PJ. It really is the little things, because stuff like this makes me so happy. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I love them so much. Oh my gosh, they have pockets. I'm so cozy. They are the comfiest things I've ever put on my body. I've got my blue light blockers are going on. I cannot even tell you how good I feel right now. But I'm gonna make myself a bowl of apple crumble for dessert, pop on some Gilmore Girls, and then I'm gonna pick a new book. A raging Saturday night. Also added some protein powder into like the crumble bit, just to kind of see how it would work and how it would bake. And I really want to try and focus on getting a bit more protein in. I thought that would be just a good way to do it without even really noticing that I am. I'm gonna serve myself a little bowl. Oh, it just smells so warming and comforting. It's just my favorite thing to eat right now. I mean, it just looks like a big blob of yogurt, but it smells so good. Are we watching Gilmore Girls or are we watching YouTube? I feel like I'm up to date with everyone on YouTube, unfortunately. Gilmore Girls it is. I'll be surprised. This weather is just perfect for Gilmore Girls. I'm also on the last season, I think, which is so sad. You know you've watched Gilmore Girls too much when you know every single like jingle. That is so good. I've literally never been happier.
Well, let's go Christmas shopping. Write your letter. I can't. I need a treat.
I just put my Invisalign in. I always do this and then I hate editing it back because I'm just lisping the whole time. But it is time to pick my new book, which I love doing. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's like, which world am I about to dive into? This is my TBR shelf. Because I just finished, where is it? Because I just finished The Crimson Moth. I'm definitely feeling a romance, I think. Just something kind of like lighthearted. Not that this was super, super heavy, but it was still a fantasy. So I think I'm wanting a little bit of like a palette cleanser book, something very easy to read before bed. This was so good. I loved this book. I gave it a 4.5. Could change depending on how much I think about it. I think it's kind of like could be a 4 or 4.5. I'm not too sure. I did love it, but there was nights that I was reading it before bed and then I was dreaming about it and I was like waking up. My brain was going like a million miles an hour just trying to figure out what was going to happen in this book. So I'm definitely wanting a more chill book to read before bed. I always do this to myself. I know I shouldn't read fantasy, especially like the second half of a fantasy book before bed, but I always do it to myself. I do have quite a bit of fantasy here. I've got Icebreaker, Check and Mate, the rule book. This one I remember reading the back of it in the store being like, this sounds like a bit of me. Like, it just sounds like a fun time. Nora Mackenzie's career lies in the hands of a famous NFL player, Derek Panda. The problem? The backs of books are always so funny. The problem, question mark? He also happens to be her extremely hot college ex-boyfriend, and Nora didn't end things as gracefully as she could have back then. Now Derek is her first client as a full-time sports agent and he's holding a grudge. Like I swear, most of my favorite books, if I read the back of them, I'd be like, this kind of sounds bad. His plan is simple: get a little friendly revenge on Nora by making her life miserable. But if Derek knows anything about the woman he once loved, she won't quit easily. Instead of giving in, Nora starts a scheme of her own. But then a wild night in Vegas leads to Nora and Derek in bed the next morning, married. Yeah, I think I've read the back of this when I bought this out actually. Could this new relationship be the thing to save their careers? Will it probably break any records? Probably not. Will it be the best book I've ever read? Probably not. Maybe. But I just think it'll be a bit of fun, and I think that's the kind of book I'm after. Just a bit of lighthearted fun for before bed. This sleep spray that I got last week, a couple weeks ago, I'm loving it. I also got a new silk pillowcase. Does this pillow not just look like the comfiest pillow you've ever actually seen? Oh, it's so good. This is the pillowcase I got at Peter Alexander as well because I got it in the sale. Along with these, I just spray it on my pillow and just like around. Have a smell of it. My hair feels so fresh as well. The actual way that a hair wash can change your whole entire week. I also feel like my hair has just grown out of nowhere. Like, it probably hasn't, but it just feels like my hair was like, oh, like not short but not long, and now it just feels like kind of long. Also from my last vlog, I still don't know what I'm doing with my hair. Like recently I've been loving my hair this color. Also all the comments were like split 50-50. Oh, go blonde, like lighten it a bit too. No, keep it dark. So thanks a lot, you guys are no help. I'm kidding. Because here's my thing, what hair color am I having at my wedding next year? My whole life I was like, again, this is like not, these are not the problems that matter in the world, but you're my besties. You know the chats you have with your best friends, sometimes they're just not important at all. Yeah, so what color hair am I having at my wedding? It just feels so stupid to talk about, but here we are. I was blonde for like 24 years of my life, so I was always like, I saw myself as a blonde getting married. Like that was like, I was having blonde hair for my wedding day. And then I went brown and I was like, okay, well, I love brown on me. And now I've been brunette for over a year now and I love it. Really do love it. Like I'll never go blonde again. But do I go like a blonde? And then if I'm doing that for the wedding, there's a nice happy medium. Like I don't think I'll regret doing that because it's like neither dark brunette, neither blonde. Do you know what I'm saying? Please know that I'm like, I know this is not a serious conversation. Like it is, but it isn't. The wedding's next year. It's not even a year away yet. So do I start kind of trialing things now? Like, do you see me as a brunette bride or do you see me as a blonde bride? Not blonde, a blonde. Also, sometimes I feel like talking about weddings, or specifically my wedding, like feels a bit icky to me. I'm not too sure why. I think it just feels like very much like a, oh, like no one else cares as much as you do, obviously, about your own wedding. Is it just kind of a bit like embarrassing to talk about? Not embarrassing, but like, do you know what I mean? I don't even know what I'm saying. I just like don't want to talk about it so much. Because I do think it's one of those things that obviously you care about so much and most people are like, whatever, it's just today. And at the end of the day, the little details don't matter at all. There are also the little things that kind of, you do want it to be perfect because it's such an amazing day. or hopefully such an amazing day. Anyway, I don't know how this went from let's choose a new book to let's hear every non-important detail about my hair for my wedding. I love my new pajamas so much. Okay, I'm actually gonna stop. I'm gonna get all comfy in bed with my new book in my new pajamas, feeling funky fresh.
Dodging all the time and you're still busy. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me.
I feel like this specific spot is very familiar because this is where I always park when I come to the shops. I have my spot. Does everyone do this? I have this spot. I know most of the time when it's not like super busy, I know I'm gonna get a park here. I know exactly, you know, where the entrance is to walk in. I feel safe parking this one spot, and I always park here, and so I always vlog here before I go into the shops. But it's Sunday afternoon and I've driven myself to the shops because I want to go book shopping. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a book shop. Maybe the last time I bought a few books was with the girls when we went away and the girls picked my reads for the week. I feel like that was potentially the last time I like bought. But it's my birthday in like a week and we're going to be away for my birthday, so I'm using that as an excuse to treat myself with some books. It's just like a few books that I've been wanting for a while, and I take photos of every single time I see them in the shops, being like, I won't get them. And I was just like chilling around the house, not really doing much, and I was like, I would love to go to the shops and treat myself to a few books. So that's what we're doing. I have a bit of a mosey around, just enjoy myself. I love book shopping. It's my favorite pastime. It's such a calming, relaxing, filled with happiness and joy experience. So that's what I'm gonna do. I also might pick up a few things that I need for the holiday because I had the best Sunday morning. I love Sundays like this. The girls and I went to Pilates, which was amazing. I love a Sunday morning class. I love the instructor on a Sunday. And then we went to the farmers markets, we got matcha, and we just chatted for hours. And then I came home and I've just kind of been like vegging out on the couch since. And that's kind of why I wanted to like get up and go out and do something. I just want to buy some books. So what I'm gonna do, I thought I'd bring you along with me because I love watching people book shop. It almost like gives me a little bit of the feeling of doing it myself, watching other people do it. So hopefully you feel the same. I'm gonna stop yapping my face off like I always do in the car. There's something about me alone in a car. I could sit here and talk for easily an hour. Let's go. I'm so excited. Usually the shops are quite busy on a Sunday, but I'm hoping because they're almost shutting, the shop's gonna be super quiet. It's seen, this car park is really quiet, but it's always kind of quiet. I can see quite a few people, but surely it's not like super bad. I should have bought my headphones. I love a book shop with a headphone moment. Oh, I can just chat to you. Then it'll feel like I'm just shopping with all my friends. The way there's Christmas jumpers in June. I love Christmas, but guys, okay. I've made it to the book section, my actual happy place. I've got a couple of books, both I've read because I obviously need them as trophies. I also went to Kmart and picked a few books up. So I am having a successful time. However, I cannot for the life of me find Lessons in Chemistry, which is Lang's pick. She just picked it for our next book club book. And I checked on the website and it says they're in stock here, but I've done like 3 or 4 laps and I can't for the life of me find it, but I don't want to ask. And it's a bright coloured book. It's general fiction, and I've looked through the general fiction section. Imagine if it was just behind me this whole time. I should ask someone, but also I feel bad. So I'm probably just going to continue doing laps. It is now dark outside. Extremely successful. This is a heavy bag of books and I'm so glad that I managed to get my hands on Lessons in Chemistry because if I left without it I would just feel so unsatisfied. Why am I puffing? I'm always a little bit scared that I've lost my keys. No, they're here. I also was walking past the cinemas and I miss the cinemas. I feel like there hasn't been a good movie come out that I've wanted to go and see for so long. And I love a cinema day. I love the whole experience of going in, getting yourself a snack, and you're like, what are you getting? I don't know what you're getting. And then you get yourself a little beverage, and then you walk on in and you get all cozy and you just like sit there and watch a movie. I love every part of going to the cinemas. I just haven't done that for a while and I really miss it. That was very successful. I'm not sure if I've ever bought this many books at once. I don't even know how many is in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I don't think I've ever bought 10 books in one go before. I also bought myself some water because I was so dehydrated. Like I was walking around, I was like, I need to drink water right this very second. I swear ever since I've started to try and up my water intake a bit, when I don't drink water for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, I just feel so thirsty. And I'm like, is that a good thing? Like, am I teaching my body to need too much water? But can you do that? I'm not sure. I feel like I've heard people say you can train your body to need so much water all the time. Is that like a good thing? I'm sweating. I've just done some movement. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I'll be sore tomorrow from Pilates this morning. My legs were burning. Pretty keen to just go home, shower and get back into my pajamas. I've never been more on my peak than freshly showered in those pajamas. So that is what I'm gonna do.
Slim Shady.
Please stand up.
Why am I low-key excited to try this IGA?
Yeah, me too. I
Just to
love
see
an
if it's any
IGA.
good. Maybe it'll have some good stuff.
Maybe it will. Maybe it'll have some fun day sweets. Although my belly is so upset from this gut cleanse I'm doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my naturopath said like for the first couple of weeks you could like get really bloated and gassy from it. I'm so bloated and my stomach just feels so upset all the time, even when I don't eat.
Oh.
It's really not fun.
What am I getting for dinner? Oh.
We realised that we didn't have any dog food and also nothing for dinner, so we've come to IGA to get dog food and food. We should stick together. Ooh!
You are rogue.
Should we?
Do you want warm chalky milk?
It's not warm.
What is
So
it?
a little sip.
Is it chocolate coconut water?
Yes.
Water?
But apparently it's really good. I've heard great things.
Just straight off the shelf. Can we...
Yeah, but it's winter. It's like kind of
Can
cold.
we say something about this? This is weird.
Okay.
What normal people do.
I'm really excited.
Give it a good shake. I reckon maybe lots of chalky on the bottom.
Okay. Do I need to finish it?
Yum.
I can't believe that's coconut water. How have they done that? Let's just all just give him some hate in the comments for hating on my warm coconut water.
No, it's warm.
It's not warm.
It tastes good though.
It's bloody delicious, that is. Looks a bit strange, doesn't it? I'm finally doing my scrapbooking and I'm loving every second of it. I just called my dad. We had a bit of a catch up. I actually saw that Never by Jessup has been put on Spotify as an audiobook. I started it like end of last year. I couldn't really get into it, but I really want to see if I can get like push a bit more. So I'm thinking maybe the audiobook could be a good option for me. So I think I might listen to that. And I love the Magnolia Parks books as audiobooks as well. I love like the British accents, of course. Might put that on if I can find it. Or do I listen to Sabrina Carpenter's new song? Never. Justin Bieber's song did just come up.
Read for you by Imogen Wild.
And Adam Hugo.
Oh, I think I'm just going to start the book again. I think I got like 5 or 6 chapters in, but I think I'm just going to start the whole thing again because I have kind of forgotten. Like I think I'll be like, oh, that's right when I'm listening to it, but I think I'm just going to start it from the beginning. Oh, I just skipped a page. What have I done in my scrapbook since the last time I showed you? Just on a YouTube page. That'll probably be like the rest of April and May's videos. Oh, I did this page. I don't think I showed you. It's called it a home appreciation page and it's just a bunch of photos of the beach. Sunrise, sunset, and then just like beach days and stuff. I never finished my April read, so I'm a bit behind because obviously we're now in June. But I read all of these books in April. They might not fit. I suppose I could just squeeze 4 onto the bottom. Yeah, those are the order. Should I do a whole dedicated page for just for the summer? No, that's a bit much of me. I'll stick in all my books. I love scrapbooking so much. It just brings me so much peace. Like, who would have thought sticking little photos of things into a little book is just like the most fun.
Faraway place that none of us could follow. Time locked in my mind, all golden and laughing. I hope you found what you were looking for. Chapter 1. Rides the wind. Never did I hear that his heart was untamable, and her mother before her. Beauty is funny though, don't you think? Because beautiful doesn't necessarily always mean good. Mother's mother said so, and I've been told these stories.
I realised I didn't give you a book haul yesterday. I haven't even like unhauled all of my books and put them on my bookshelf, so I thought I would give you a bit of a book haul. Also, look at this new hoodie I got. I love me a pink hoodie, and this pink is like the perfect pink. I'm obsessed. I can try and remember to link it below. I also did get matching track pants as well, so it's going to be like full pink, and I'm obsessed. Oh, it's so cozy. Time for a book haul. I think I said yesterday I got 10 books. I went a bit over the top, but I got quite a few books that I've already read. I wanted a physical copy myself to put on my bookshelf because I'm growing my own little library. Maybe it's like half-half. So I'm really only adding 5, meaning I only actually bought 5 books. I'm getting so many texts because of end of financial year, and every single time I get stressed because it's a number I don't know, and it just turns out it's like Pet Barn sale. First book I got is one that I've been hearing really good things about, and I think this might be the book that I take away on my holiday with me. This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I've never read a Carly Fortune book before. I've heard really good things about this book. People have been saying, I mean, I saw one TikTok. People have been saying that if you love an Abby Jimenez book, you'll love this book. And I recently was very much in my Abby Jimenez era. I read the whole Part of Your World series, standalone series, and I was obsessed with it. Like nothing lower than a 5-star, 1 6-star book. I was obsessed. And so I don't want to go in with those expectations for this, but I have heard good things, and we're going on a tropical holiday, so I wanted a summary kind of book, and this just sounds summery. I have no idea what it's about. I don't even want to read the back because I just want to go in completely blind. Book number 1, I got The Housemaid, which I have read. I've read The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret, but I didn't have either of them. I loved this book, so this one's just going to be one that goes straight on my shelf as an already read. This book is so good. I also feel like this is a very good one to give out to people. Sometimes I have people who aren't super into reading come over and they're like, what book should I read? And I feel like this would be a good get into reading, wanting a bit of fast pace, like nothing too boring. I feel like this would be a good one to lend out, so I picked that one up. The next book I got is the second book. What's the series called? I read Done and Dusted, which is the first book in this series, like a month or 2 ago, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was like a 3.5 star, but it was a good, like quite fast paced. I enjoyed the setting of it. I found it was very similar to Wild. Why am I forgetting every single name? Rose Hill. Wild Love. That's what it was called. Very similar to Wild Love. Next, I'm really going like one for one. I got Daisy Jones and the Six, which I read a couple of years ago now. I loved it. I can't even remember what I gave it at the time. We kind of love to read it again now because I read it, I feel like quite early on to like my reading journey. My reading taste have probably changed a little bit since then. Plus, since watching the TV show as well, I was obsessed with the TV show. If you've not watched Daisy Jones and the Six TV show, please do. It's so good, and the soundtrack is like 10 out of 10. I'm pretty sure this is the only Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I haven't read, that I've read that I haven't got. So I wanted to add this to my bookshelf. We got Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis, the #1 global bestseller. So this is June's book club book of the month that Lang chose. So if you wanted to read along with us, this is June's book. It is I honestly don't know much about it other than it is a general fiction, soon to be an Apple TV series. Wait, I feel like maybe it already is a TV series because I think Lang said she already watched it. I'm very excited to read this and then discuss it all. We love, well, I was about to say we love a general fiction, but only because it's the only genre we've all rated 5 stars with, because we read Tomorrow last year and we all gave the book 5 stars, and that's the only book in the entire time that we've done book club that we've all given it a 5 star. So maybe it's our favorite genre, I'm not sure. Very excited to read that. Then I got Big Little Lies, which is a book I read years ago. Like I reckon I read this in COVID time, and I bought it because 1, it was on sale for I think like $6. It was very cheap. 2, I feel like this is a very good one to give to people when they're wanting to get into reading. I just remember really liking this book. Yeah, it's just another one I wanted to get for the bookshelf. Next, finally got the first book in the Addicted Callaway series. I've just heard so many good things about this book, or this series, and I'm so excited to start it. Maybe this is another one I could take on my holiday. I feel like this could be a very addicting series. Like I've just heard people say like it's kind of like messy, but in an addictive way. Oh, wait, I'm really excited. I want to start this like right now. Next I got Archer's Voice, which is another book that I've read and I just wanted because it's one of my favorite books. I loved this book. I kind of would love to do a reread at some point. This book is just like, it's been a couple of years since I read it, so I would love to do a reread at some point. Also another good book that I would definitely lend out to people when they're wanting to get into reading. Next I picked up One Dark Window, which is a book that I've heard Rach talk about quite a bit. It's just been a book for a while that I've wanted to pick up. So I saw it on the shelf and I was like, you're coming home with me. Fantasy, I know nothing about it. I want to know nothing about it. Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. Okay. My fantasy to read is just getting bigger and bigger, but I'm not mad about it. I also picked up Little White Lies, which is another book series I've heard so much about. Rachel loved the series, and I've also read The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I just love how fast-paced and easy to read her books are, and I've heard very good things about this book. That's all the books that I bought yesterday, but I can't believe I'm saying this right now. I got book mail, which is crazy in itself, but I got sent Collide. I'm not sure if it's the second book in like a standalone series or if it's the first. The cover is gorgeous. I thought I'd just add it to this haul because it's something that's going on my TBR shelf. So those are all the books that I bought. My camera has just started flashing and it's about to die, so I feel like this is probably a good time to say goodbye. I feel like I've just this whole week. I really hope you've enjoyed watching and coming along with this week. I can't believe I turn 25 next week. Anyway, I'm getting stressed out by this like flashing red battery that I've got in my face, so I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Thank you again for getting through all of my yapping this week, and I will see you next week.